Will be the second video going over lists. I'm going to pick up where I left off. Last one had something pop up, so I'm doing a lot of the videos just at my house. So got kids and everything's going on, so sometimes I try to get the videos done, but yeah. So let's pick up where I left off on the last one. So lists, I think was on access list items. So again, this one you're going from 1, 2, 3, 4, -4, and then through -1. Okay, so items orange, but not including mango. Okay, so -4 through -1. So remember, whenever you're dealing with these, the first one, it will include it, but it's not going to include the last one. So it should just come back with orange, kiwi, and melon. Okay. Check item if it exists. We just want to see if an item is actually in the list. Again, we haven't went over a lot of if else. That's down here a little bit further, but it's good to start getting familiar with it and just seeing how it works. So this list is the name of this variable. We have apple, banana, cherry. So if apple is in this list, if apple is in this list, and we have to put the colon there, print yes, apple is in the fruits list. So it should come back with that. All right, so let's go down here and do this exercise. What will be the result of the following syntax? Apple, banana, cherry, print my list -1. Should just be cherry because that's the last one there. Okay. All right, fruits, apple, banana, cherry. Print the second item in the fruits list. Okay, so this one we're going to print the second item in the fruits list. Okay, so we're going to put fruits and then 0, 1, 2. The second item is banana, even though that's technically number 1, so 0, 1, 2. But that is the second item. It's just 0, 1, 2 according to the logic. So we're going to put 1. Nope. Okay, so let's see if we got this again. And it might want cherry. Okay, 0, 1, 2. No, so it does not want that. Hold on, I am doing something. Maybe I'm using the wrong. There we go. Okay, so I was right. It is cherry, but you need it. I need it to use the bracket. So all right, quick little easy mistake to fix there. What will be the result of the following syntax? My list, apple, banana, cherry, orange, kiwi. Print my list 1 through 4. So we know 1 means it's going to start with it. So 0, 1 should print banana through 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It should only print banana, cherry, orange because now remember it should not include the last one. So let's see if I got this correct. Okay. Win some, you lose some. All right, use a range of indexes to print third, fourth, and fifth item in the list. Third, fourth, and fifth. So 0, 1, 2, 3. So we're going to go 3 because you have to include that one. It will start 3, 4, 5. So I have to go through 6. It will not include the 6th one. No. Okay, let's try that again now. Print, use a range of indexes to print the third, fourth, and fifth item in the list. So they're going off the items. So, okay, going back to the one before 0, 1, 2. So I'm actually going to go 2. That is the third item, even though it's 0, 1, 2. It's technically the third item. 2. So it's 3, 4, 5. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's make sure I have this. This is a tricky one. Print the third, fourth, and fifth. So we actually want to include it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to go 2 through 6 on this one. Yeah. All right. Third. So we're definitely printing this one. Okay. Let's see. It should not be 3 through Okay, so I'm clearly doing something wrong here. Third, fourth, and fifth item in the list. Fruits. Third, 0, 1, 2. That is the third item. 0, 1, 2, 3. Unless they want me to print that. It's just trying to understand their logic. 0, 1, 2, 3. Because I started with 2 last time and that was wrong. So even though it's fourth item, but it's technically according to number 0, 1, 2, 3. So let's go with orange. So we're going to start with 3. It should include that. And then 4, 5, and then we can go through 6. It should not include the last one. 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should give me orange, kiwi, melon. Okay, this one's a little difficult. 2 through 5. I know we put that earlier. 2 through 5. That was my initial logic, was to put 2, 0, 1, 2, which would be cherry, third, and then 4, 5. I will have to go back and look at this video. I am quite sure we put that earlier. So I will double check that one. Okay, but it looks like we finally got that one figured out. So let's go down here. This is should be pretty simple, so we're just changing out different phrases. So change a specific item, refer to the index number. So this one, we're saying this list, apple, banana, cherry, this list 1 now equals black currant. So this one we're saying 1, so apple 0, bananas 1. We're going to change banana to black currant. There we go, black currant. Okay. So I'm saying some of this is a little straightforward, some of it's more interesting. Okay, this list, change the values banana and cherry, black currant and watermelon. So 1 through 3. So 0, 1, 2. This one's 0, 1, 2. So remember orange, not counting orange because it's not going to change. It's 1 through 3. So it's just going to be black banana and black cherry. So it should say apple, black currant, watermelon, and then orange. Yep, and that's what we got. Okay, takes a little bit of practice on this stuff. Again, I'm not making these videos trying to show you, hey, I'm the best coder. It's kind of like if you watch a video about fitness. Sometimes you have the really healthy people and they're doing the videos and they're built up and they've been doing it for a number of years. And if you're a beginner, it's a little intimidating. So I'm trying to be more of the person who's sitting here saying, hey, not a programmer by trade, which I'm not. I'm learning this. I'm going to take the lumps just like you would. So if I can get through this, you can get through this as well. We're eventually going to make a code ourselves with this. The video itself is here to let me show you the flaws in the learning process with this. All right. Okay. The length of the list will change when the number of items inserted does not match the number of items replaced. Okay. So let's go down here. If you insert less items than you replace, new items will be inserted where you specified. The remaining items will move accordingly. Okay, so 1 through 3, we're saying 0, 1 through 3. Cherry would be, it's now going to be added on. But watermelon should come after banana if we're doing this right. So the remaining items will move accordingly. Apple, watermelon. Okay, so it actually is just taking out banana and cherry. Okay, so that is good to know. So we're inserting those. The remaining items will move. It did not say they would be deleted or not counted. So that was a little learning lesson right there. So just make sure we take a note of that. Insert items. To insert a new item or a new list item without replacing any of the existing values, we can use the insert method. Okay, so we're going to come down here. We're going to go this list equals apple, banana, cherry. This list dot insert, and then I'm going to put 2 because we're going to add watermelon as the third item. So 0, 1, and it should put watermelon right after banana and keep cherry because all we're doing is inserting it. And I think this is where I got a little confused with the last one. So let's try that. Okay, so it did keep cherry. Okay. All right. So let's do a quick little practice here. And as you can see, there's quite a few more that we're going to go through. So I'll probably make several videos here. My list equals apple, banana, cherry, and then list 0, kiwi. So I want to insert one in the 0 spot. So it should put kiwi at the beginning. Print my list 1. And this should have kiwi. What will be the result of the following syntax? Should be kiwi. Oh no, for this one we're not inserting. We're just changing. Make sure I get that correct. Okay, so it should say kiwi. Yes. So let's go back and double check that one. No, because it came back and said right. So my list equals apple, banana, cherry. My list 0 equals kiwi. My list 1. 0, 1. Actually, 1 will be apple then. No? Banana. Okay. Let's see what they did there. All right. I'll come back to that question. Change the value from apple to kiwi in the fruits list. From apple to kiwi. So here we're going to go fruits. And then, this is good. I haven't done a lot of coding with this one. So fruits 1. And then change the value from apple to kiwi. So here we're changing apple to kiwi. Nope. And actually we're going to change fruits 0. Let's see if this one's it. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. From apple to kiwi in the fruits list. So I do want to go back and just take a quick look at this one. So I want to change 1 through 3. Yeah, okay, so I have that. Okay, I feel like I'm doing that. Put that in the brackets. 1. Okay, so I just need to make sure I'm aligning that right and then print this list. Okay, let's go back over here. So fruits, bracket, apple is 0. And then maybe I was capitalizing the K in the last one. There we go. I think that's what I was doing. What will be the result of the following syntax? My list equals apple, banana, cherry. My list 1 through 2. 1 through 2, kiwi, mango. Kiwi, mango. So we're changing 1, 0, 1, which is banana, through 2, cherry. So it should be apple, kiwi, no, apple, banana, kiwi. Print my list 2. What will be the results of the following syntax? Print my list number 2, 0, 1, 2. Kiwi should be the second one. No, 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. No, okay, so we're saying 1 through 2, so it should be mango. Whoops. Okay, all right. Some of this is interesting. Okay, so this one's a little bit of a challenge. So I did say I wanted to go back and take a look at some of these again. So let's go back. That one just threw me off initially. So let's take a look and see where I went wrong with that one, because it's a learning process, and this one was a little more interesting. So what will be the result of the following syntax? Apple, banana, cherry. My list 0. So remember we used the brackets. Kiwi. So for this one, it's basically similar to the first one where we're inserting kiwi, but it looks like it's not saying that we're going to insert it, but it does sort of replace this out. The only thing is kiwi is going to be 0. So 1 would need to be apple at that point. If this is going to be 0, and that's 1, 2, 3, according to its logic. Okay, so now let's just take another look at that one more time. Kiwi, we're saying, is 0. So let's go back and look at this and how we're setting this up. Because that would be 0, 1. Banana would be 1 in that instance. So we're still saying kiwi is 0. And we're going to print the first one, which is apple, from list 1. Okay, so we're not, so here's the thing. This one looks like we're calling it my list 0. This one, we're still using this my list then. Maybe, so that's where I went wrong. And we're looking at the first item there. So then if that's the case, it should remain apple, because we're not really, it's kind of a trick one. Looks like we're adding it, but we're not really doing anything with kiwi there. We're still looking at my list, and we're looking at the first variable, actually, which would make that banana 0 and then 1. So let me try that. Okay, so that's how we're looking at this. All right. Change the value. Now we want to change from apple to kiwi. This is where this got a little more interesting. So fruits, change the value from apple to kiwi. So now apple is 0, and we're going to keep that lowercase. Make sure we have that. Okay, now we've got that one down. Okay, what will be the result of the following syntax? Apple, banana, cherry. My list is 1 through 2. We're going to add kiwi and mango. So this is 0. This is 1. This is 2. Now, 1 through 2, so banana through mango. So mango will now be 2. We're getting rid of banana and cherry. Print my list, and then number 2, 0, 1, 2. So if we're replacing banana and cherry with kiwi mango, that now means apple is 0, kiwi is 1, mango will be 2. So this should be mango. Okay. All right. So as you can see, working our way through it, it's definitely a little more challenging than some of the other stuff. Definitely have to stop and think a little bit. Hopefully going through the questions twice helped. Just remember, it can take some time to get used to this, especially if you do this once or twice, and then life happens and you don't get around to going over this again for a week or two. Sometimes you'll tend to forget it, so you'll need to come back and revisit it. This is not something you will get just doing it once in most cases, unless you're just super talented and you just have a knack for this. But it is possible to overcome with some consistent practice. So I'll definitely have to come back to this one as well. All right, that's enough for this video.